Oh yeah, Fred, it's Junior, by the way. I run the.
Oh, hey, Junior, I didn't recognize you.
Yeah, I'll grow my beard out a little bit. How you doing, man? You good?
Hey, I'm doing as good as I can be. How about yourself? See, you got like a promotion.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm trying my best to prove people right, prove people wrong even, and keep on pushing forward.
Tilly's. Oh yeah,
That's good, man. It's the
I
type
owe
of
you
mindset
guys
that the
Carmine
city
right
needs.
along.
People that want to prove stuff.
Here,
People that want to
show
work
you.
towards a goal. Poor sweet summer child.
Okay, all right. So, Michael, yesterday I mentioned in email the impeachment for well, Michael, do you want to explain the original document, and then I will say what my response is and why my position may have changed.
Yeah, so I mean, we've done our own fair share of
Could you speak up?
edging. Yeah, is that better?
Yep.
We've done our fair share of impeachment edging over the last 2 months, and things have kind of come to a head over the last, I'd say, 5 weeks. And I was tasked with developing articles of impeachment for the Department of Justice. I drafted those. Was it yesterday? I think I drafted them yesterday and passed them off to Nino, outlining basically every flagrant act the justices have either taken or been complicit in with evidence for the last, 5 months-ish. And I put that on Nino's desk. As far as I know, Nino, you reviewed it and you made, well, I'll let you tell them what you decided.
Yeah. So the original impeachment targeted Justice Angel, Adeline Hott, Larry Hallow, Skylar Sparks, and Charlotte Spade.
Correct.
I looked at this and I stated, look, we can't go for all of them. And it's simply because even if it has merit, 9 out of 10 chance that the state officials come back and tell us to slow our roll, right?
Yeah.
Which could completely dumpster the entire effort. But instead,
it'll take all the wind out of the sails.
Exactly. So instead, it should be hyper-focused on Justice Angel, both in terms of her, like, not even borderline, but just definitive corruption, and now what has turned into dereliction of duty. And then knock one domino out at a time. Now, why some of my opinion seems to have maybe changed a bit, and this is for the benefit of everyone here, because I already spoke to Pred about this, is I went and read Pred's docket posting. Sunday, Michael, do you remember what the justices told us Sunday in regards to Angel and the conversation we had? What was it that they said?
Well, it seemed at every turn that they would have to take something back to Angel to get her opinion or thoughts on it.
Yeah, so that's one thing that bothers me is why is that?
Mm-hmm.
So,
because clearly they weren't operating as a trio,
right?
From my perspective, or was the only thing that kept them like organized was the fact that they were operating the three of them together, and then one of them goes AWOL and they can't work without the other one. But shouldn't there be processes and stuff in place that if something like that happens, they can operate so that the city can function?
Fred, I think if you were at the meeting, you would have come to find that they are not, in fact, organized at all. I mean, I don't even think they knew what they were attending the meeting for, to be honest with you.
I went in there with like good faith and a lot of look, they're coming here, let's make forward. Number one, it wasn't until the meeting that it was clear that this was like a pre-meeting, right? Number two, like Michael said here, they were kind of like, well, we got to talk to Angel about it, and that's why we can't have it yet, because she's like busy or some shit. On the docket posting, Justice Hallow stated that Angel is on indefinite like leave or some shit like that. And I immediately began to crash out, because Sunday they said one thing and now on the docket they're saying something else. And as far as I'm fucking concerned, if the head of the snake who went after Pred and prevented Blaine County from having a mayor for 5 fucking weeks cannot show up for a fucking court case, get her the fuck out. Drop the fucking case.
She owes me like $8 million too. She's supposed to be. Right now I'm the one that's paying the DOC and I'm paying the marshals.
Yeah,
I'm taking care of that. I'm not getting any subsidies from anybody right now.
There's no waiting game. Pred has now emailed Hallow, and I think things need to be made clear. Otherwise, I'm going to, like, literally begin to crash out like I've never crashed out before. And I mean, I'm going for fucking heads. You know what I'm saying? And it's just wrong. It's been fucking over 3 weeks since this letter came out. They knew it existed. I don't give a fuck if they've been dysfunctional. If they're dysfunctional, get everyone out, put the right people in place. I mean, fucking Carmine Costello would make for a better justice right now than ones that do not show up. It's that simple. And that's the energy I'm on now.
The thing is, though, it's like, I mean, we've been on this. I feel like we've been on this energy for a while. And we just keep on fucking hitting walls at every impasse that we take.
It's,
you know, if things don't start changing soon, then what do we do, right? Because it's not just us who are having inability to like function and do our shit. It's everybody around us. It's the entire city. I mean, infrastructures are failing left, right, and center. And if people, and if people aren't going to work towards fixing it, then what the fuck do we do?
And
I'm about to go full pred, and whenever that happens, bad stuff really happens.
Yeah.
If I may, this reminds me of something that Hart said. And I don't think we've talked about this, Nino, but during that meeting, Hart said, you know, we put in impeachment and we thought people would use it more. I'm sure you'll recall her saying that. I thought about that, you know, even this morning, and I figured the reason why it's not getting used is because the DOJ has burned every ounce of trust they have in the public. So if they wonder why no one is impeaching anyone, they need to look inward. Now, I don't think that should discourage us, because at this point, I've edged far enough. We need to put something on the docket.
Let's move forward with the Angel one.
Yeah, I agree. It
Yeah.
needs to be reviewed, and I think we need to get a lot of signatures on it, which won't be hard to get.
I don't think we need a lot of signatures on it. I think it's going to get reviewed tonight and posted. We'll give it to Hallow.
Just by you? I was thinking if we could get Blaine County Mayor's Office and SAMA to sign off on it.
Oh, Judge
Yeah.
Grayson's calling.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Judge Grayson?
When you said a lot of signatures, I thought you meant
No, entities,
more than just
not individuals, entities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nino, whilst Pred stepped away real quick, I've written up my proposal for the Greene County representative idea.
Given the response, so for full transparency, I don't know what goes on over there, but I have a feeling it's a different world altogether.
I think,
And we shouldn't even reference it.
I'll be quite transparent. I think it's something we sort of just dump and just sort of ditch the idea, because it's not worth it in the nicest way.
Yes, I think we don't even know of its existence. You know what I mean?
It has to be. If it has to be, here's the thing.
Easy, done, noted.
No, I mean, it's not that big of a deal if it has to be rescheduled. All right. I'm not too concerned if that's what you're worried about, and I guarantee no one else on my side is, because you're important to the case. Like, I need you there. You know, when you are there.
In more positive news, we should have the video for the apprentice thing done very soon.
Beautiful.
Hopefully by Monday, Sunday times, we should definitely have it.
Okay.
It's just, this is like, I sent have you met Seth, who works he was the guy recording when we shot that one scene?
Yes. Yeah, I remember.
He's editing all down, and it's taking him a while because I'm asking him to do a lot of dumb shit, but I want it to pop and, you know, make it really stand out.
I think that's a really, I love it. I love it. I don't want to, I want to go back to this conversation though, Michael. I think we need to just send it, and I think we just need to get her out of office.
Yeah, I agree.
I cannot tell you how I felt reading what was on that docket, knowing what I know. it's triggering me to such an extreme amount because it's like my problem is this, Michael, is with the amount of, whether it's like our forms getting mysteriously like DDoSed, whether it's fucking, you know, reactions and allegations and shit as a consequence of doing things right and kosher and limiting it to right and kosher. My concern is like the way that I should be responding is with fucking straight venom, right? But that venom, I don't know, like, I'm not trying to be on fucking venom 24/7, but it's very hard not to be.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's why I'm going to have a very sort of straightforward conversation with Justice Hallow in regards to this and be like, this is kind of what needs to happen and will happen. Otherwise, where our hand is being forced. Right? And I respect if he doesn't fully grasp the reason why, because he hasn't been around, right? So I give him that much. But the gravity is enough that something needs to be done. It really does. I mean,
I think it needed to be done 3 weeks ago.
Exactly.
You're right.
But that's exactly it, right? My charity disappeared the moment I read that sentence because I was operating under the guise of, like, it's just, I don't know. Like, you can't tell me that she needs to review shit, but then she's not available for this other stuff. Like, it doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? We don't even know what the fuck is going on with the audits right now. Like, I thought that shit's supposed to be done like immediately.
Well, it's immediately upon receipt. It's supposed to be posted to the docket. That hasn't even happened yet.
They may just not have time, which means they have to step down.
Then what are they doing?
Then they have to step down.
I mean, if they have other responsibilities that make it so they don't have time, I understand that, right? But you're right, they do need to step down.
There is no understanding it, right? It's like, am I gonna disappear for the next 2 months? You know what I mean? I'm sorry. If you don't have time, then you should be advocating for a new justice, and that's what it is. You need someone that has the time. Because this isn't an emergency, right? It's not like, I can understand like emergencies and other shit like that, but that's why. Remember when I left for 2 weeks? Did the office stop running?
No.
Did I stop, like,
hey, having Judge Grayson's coming here.
Oh, beautiful.
Male Grayson.
Okay.
Yeah, Fred, we were just talking like.
Hey, listen, I gotta get my schedule. I gotta get my trial rescheduled. This thing's ridiculous. 10 p.m.
There's a request by McNee to
wait, what?
Until after the 10th.
Yeah, we gotta get that. We gotta get that fucking. That thing.
Wait, what are you saying? 10 p.m.
I mean, apparently, I just heard that it's supposed to be like a late case, like 9 p.m. EST. I don't know. I haven't looked at the docket. I'm just working off the information that people are telling. Because of Tony ain't here. Then, I mean, he's working this. Oh, it's 10 p. Oh, it's 5 p.m. EST. That's what it is. 5 p.m. EST, which I guess is okay. For
okay. Thank God.
With how long this court case is going to go.
This entire thing should be dropped. Like that case should let the things be said, but it's how is it acceptable? It's not acceptable for Angel not to be there.
Well, the thing that I don't get, right, is what I'm curious about is what Espinosa and Spade have to say or are thinking after that little trial that we had the other day. Because Tony completely destroyed that fucking warrant for no reason, and now they can fucking prepare for it. Because they're going to know everything that fucking Tony said with court transcripts. All right? So now it's a different ball game, and I hope Tony's aware of that. Because
wait, what do you mean?
Fuck. Because Tony destroyed the warrant, and we gave them all. So here's the thing, right?
Let's
it's
go!
A bad warrant. We all know this. Tony put forth an amazing argument. The warrant should be thrown out. Right?
Hell yeah, rock!
All right, but now, since we have to do a pre-trial before the actual trial, just for the fucking warrant, our opponent can now be prepared because they're going to have access to the court transcripts and can completely try and go against any argument that Tony. Now, I don't think they'll be able to do it, so I don't think they have that in them. But I'm just saying it's a possibility, especially since we already know that these motherfuckers have been being coached by someone behind the shadows. Who the fuck knows who's really, coming up with shit for them?
I have no idea what he's saying.
They have our chips. They have everything they need from us when it comes to when we do the pretrial to get the warrant thrown out. You get what I'm saying?
I kind of do, but the only value Sparks brings is like she just says random shit. That sounds smart, but is dumb as fuck.
Yeah, she's got an attitude for sure.
Well, it's not even that. It's what my pointing at is she stated that there's no witness limit, and then she's add people to the thing, and then she's talking about witness limits. I don't think I don't think she's gonna bring anything to worry about to the trial.
I don't want to say it, but I'm the mayor, all right? And if I need more than 2 witnesses for my court case, there's going to be more than 2 fucking witnesses for my fucking court case. They're lucky I'm not calling a fuck ton more. All right, it's just that simple.
Agreed.
If I got to be there for fucking hours and hours and hours and hours, all right? And that's what we're doing.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm the one that's looking at losing my shit, that I campaigned hard for. And I'm the one looking at the 7 years in prison and the $2.5 million fine.
It's not just that,
and
Fred.
The 7 years of
the
parole.
entire county has been on fucking pause for 5 weeks because of this.
It's been a while because I haven't even getting. So right now, I currently pay the judges, all staff within the government, even yours, Nino. All right, I pay all government staffing. Okay, I fucking pay all the fucking marshals. I fucking pay all the DOC. I'm supposed to be getting checks every fucking Saturday that cover these expenses. The shit is like upwards $6+ million. All right, that I'm out. All right, because I ain't been getting my checks, which I have contracted, by the way. So this is another thing that can be used and weaponized for the derelictions of duties. Because this is going to be the 4th fucking week that I haven't received my goddamn check. So I have the contract that I'm going to give to Michael. I'm going to give it to you. All right, Bill, I'll show it to you as well. All right, but this is also good for the whole dereliction bullshit that we're trying to pull, because I am not getting paid to support these people right now. And we have an agreed upon contract that is signed by both parties. My bad for not telling you about that sooner. But I pay everybody. What?
You're not even allowed to contact them to get staff put in place either.
I had Leah contact Angel about getting staff, and instead of hiring my staff, Angel tried grilling and getting information out of Leah Strong.
No!
Yes, and then no one was ever brought on board to my cabinet.
Yeah, Nino, I haven't been paid since you fired me, so that's how bad it is.
I'm gonna get you taken care of because I'm operating the only way I can operate right now.
No, I know. I trust you. It's just it's more ammo.
Well,
put it this way.
Okay, you know why? Can I tell you that I requested your keys multiple times, and they didn't get added, but everyone else did?
Oh, for what?
Because of allegations towards Bill.
That's fucked up.
And Then it turns out that the allegations from the person that made them was into some shit themselves, and the justice also brought up those same allegations when referencing you, Bill. So I'm not surprised they haven't been at it again. And
No,
I wouldn't mention
what
this
you're
if this
talking about.
this
Yeah.
did not happen. What?
I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, okay. I don't know. Is what it is. But
Yeah. So
it's his whole office, though. Unfortunately, it's not just me.
I'm sorry.
It is my entire office.
Mm.
Because Leah called. So here, I'm going to give you guys the play-by-play, and this might be something you guys want to take notes on. All right. So I'm going to give you a quick little 2-minute TLDR. All right. I have a contract signed with Angel to pay for the government. So I pay the government people, the judges, the secretaries.
It's told to me in character
all that
because
shit.
he's a pervert.
The clerks, the DOC, the marshals. All right. I pay all that. All right. I have an agreed upon contract that is signed with Angel that I'm supposed to get that money every Saturday. All right. Every fucking Saturday, I'm supposed to get that fucking money. All right. It's going on the 4th week that I haven't got that money. All right. Leah contacted Angel
Which he's
about
not.
getting her official keys for
Turns
treasure
out that
because
it was
she
all
just did the
bullshit.
title alone. All right. And instead, what ended up happening is that Leah was grilled and asked specific questions that were in regards to my embezzlement charge and my embezzlement investigation, instead of giving her what she needs in order to do her fucking job.
Yeah, I
they
found
were
out much
never
afterwards.
given to
Wait,
her,
no.
even though I was listening right next to Leah in the car when she was having that conversation. Sorry, it was outside of the courthouse, and then I think we got into a car.
So is this why? Because I noticed that fucking Nakota, Spock's added something from Nakota, and it's an affidavit where he. So first off, all it is staff pictures showing, hey, there's a way on the MDT to add Leah Spock's as a treasurer, just like this photo of some DOJ treasurer, which, mind you, I don't even know. I don't know what to say, brother. Like, I was in my head, I'm like, Leah should just put a photo of, like, you know, the train, you know, how you get your train ticket, and just have it show that the connection issue or something to the fucking ticket service. Like, the fuck is this? That everybody and their fucking mother knows that people do not get added to staff all the time. That doesn't mean, like, the MDT is not a sole arbiter for who is and is not in the appropriate positions. So why is this on the docket? It's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know, but
I don't even know how to talk about this is my problem. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Brother.
Did you read the
I
document?
get you. Yes.
I don't
Okay.
understand, because the reality is we've had lawyers who didn't have justices around in order to onboard them properly on the back end, right? But they still got a bar license. So they're still hired as lawyers. They're still advertised as lawyers. They can still work as lawyers. It's just, you know, someone didn't update their staff profiles.
Well, it's
Why is
not
that a
just that
thing?
for Leah Strong. She was I don't believe her staff profile was ever. So I'm gonna just double check. All right. So she is in. It says that she maybe it got changed now because I haven't seen Leah for a bit, but it does say she is Blaine County mayoral staff now. But at the time, she didn't have access to nothing.
Have you
And this
contemplated
was-
asking for a writ of mandamus to order the justices to perform these actions that they are legally obligated to do?
At this point, what it's going to come down to, but I think, but Hollow's going to be waking up in a couple hours.
Grayson, I filed 2 or 3 audits of legislation. What was it, Michael, now? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's more than that.
3 weeks?
It's at least 2.5 weeks.
That's
I got
supposed to
5
be
pieces
up
of
on the
legislation
docket
myself.
almost immediately. That hasn't even been done. So you are right, but it's kind of becoming one of those things that, are we supposed to sit down and write paperwork for everything now? You know what I mean? The fact of the matter is that these motherfuckers aren't coming around.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing, right? I think the thing is, if you write it once and you don't get a response, or you don't get a proper response, and people pick up their shit, then it's a dereliction of duty impeachment issue, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I rewrote that legislation specifically to put all those things in so everybody was accountable. That's why it's all there. I limited our powers. I put in accountability. That's why it's all there.
Wait, you wrote that?
You know when it all got reworded, the impeachment and ACR thing? Yeah, that was me.
Oh, shit. Why is your name not on it?
Because I'm not important enough to put my name on anything that I write. You know, the mayoral oath, the judicial oaths, all that. I wrote all that.
You're an underwriter. You have to put your name on it.
Yeah.
Did you see how they tried getting Grayson thrown off the case, though? Like how they tried to get him removed? It's because that there was not a direct inference to him being anywhere, which is despicable fucking behavior.
Well, that in itself is exculpatory, right? The fact that they're hiding that shows already a fucking some kind
malicious
of
nature.
It's not great.
Yeah.
I do not genuinely believe that the individuals that we are interfacing with understand the principles of corruption, and I think they have some Zoomer definition in their head what corruption is.
I think they think it's criminality, but criminality and corruption are not one for one. Never have been.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hey Grayson. I still park my four-wheeler in the lobby of City Hall.
Motherfucker. Every time you drive through those doors, it's absolutely a felony. You know that, right?
Could be.
I don't know.
I think a lot of people forget that I was a marshal for a while. I've seen both sides. I know the way they work.
Were you?
Oh yeah, I was a marshal for like 2-3 months.
Yeah, I forgot.
I left with the. I got 2 or 3 cops fired. I convicted 100% of the time. Yeah, I did good work.
Better than Pred?
Pred wasn't there long enough.
Yeah, I mean,
what, 9 days?
9 great days.
Yeah. I think you know what the city missed out on? A Grayson Pred duo marshalship. I think
they could not have coped with us.
Honestly, with you being there to check my balances, you know, to fucking fill in my weaknesses, which there are they are very plentiful. I think that that would have been something fucking special.
Well, he did put an application in for sheriff.
Yo, Kenders! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs.
So tomorrow, all right, so what's going to happen is I'm setting up a meeting with Hallow for tomorrow. All right, Nino? All right?
For tomorrow?
Let's cook a little.
Is he not available today?
He is available today, but I got some other things I got to set up.
Okay, I'll send him an email. I want to talk to him today. I'm not waiting. I want fucking answers.
Listen, if you don't want to wait, that's fine. We can do it today. I just wanted to go over some pieces of legislation.
Sorry.
The legislation is fine, but I want to know whether you're on board with this. He needs to start fucking getting shit done, and if he's not, I'm gonna lose my shit. It's been.
All right, I can see. All right, listen, I can see that.
There is no waiting anymore. There is no waiting. There's and I get the rich shit. But we're not going to sit around fucking writing shit all day while these dumb cunts like sit at home jerking off. They want an email? Email sent. Show the fuck up today. Give us a fucking date. If you don't have time, step down. Find another justice to help you out. It's that simple.
All right, here. I'm going to match your energy. I'm going to match your energy. I'm going to get him to come around now then. The only reason why I wanted to wait till tomorrow is because there were a couple pieces of legislation that I wanted to get good for tonight so I could knock everything out in one go.
Oh, yeah, right? The legislation stuff can wait till tomorrow. I think, I think it's these other matters that cannot just sit there waiting.
What do you need flushed out before tomorrow?
It was Bleed Act and something else. I'm sending the email now.
You know what? Fuck it. Sent Hot an email too. She said she's an email away. Let's see.
All right, I can email them both.
Yeah, let's do it. It's been 4 days. I want a date. I want a time. I want this starts moving forward. We don't have time for this shit, right? I want a fucking answer how Hallow stated that Angel is on an indefinite whatever the fuck. Yet Sunday, they tell us that they need to hear back from her. Either she's a justice or she's not. Either she's on LOA or she's not. And if she's on fucking LOA, drop all this fucking bullshit.
I think with how essential those positions are, if you're going to take a long-term LOA, say 2 weeks plus, you should pass on the mantle.
Exactly.
Too long.
Yeah,
Nino
precisely.
did the same thing when he stepped down from mayor. He assigned people to ensure that the office carried on in lieu of him.
Well, I didn't even step down. I took a vacation, but yeah.
That's what I mean. That's what
Yeah.
I mean. You stepped away for 2 weeks, and you still had the decency to put people in place to keep things moving forward.
Yeah.
It could even be temporary, but they should do it. There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
The fucking DOJ is operating like the fucking Coop Holiday or Justice what was his name? Odson
Marcus?
or Justice, what's the other one?
LaBar.
LaBar. Yeah,
I worked
they're
under all
not
of
that.
them,
They've
so, yeah,
never
I
been
know.
like that. These individuals could never be like them. And so they need to fucking wake the fuck up that this isn't, that this Constitution never fucking outlined any of that shit.
Yeah, we gotta get your. All right, so here's the thing. I need to get locked in. You know, Nino, I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, I tip my hat to you. All right, you're able to deal with this shit a lot longer than me because I'm already at the point of I'm ready to move on to the next thing. All right, so I'm gonna match your
I
energy.
sold
I'm gonna
guns
back
to
you up.
every gang in the city. They used to cry when they didn't get enough weapons. And trust me, this is nothing. But right now is the kind of bullshit where I'm where I've had enough, and it's fucking Thanksgiving now. It's been 6 weeks. Start doing work or we'll make you do it. It's that simple.
I haven't heard back on any of the emails yet.
Oh,
All right, because I gotta shoot and try and get this court case changed. Hopefully we could do it later, but Grayson raised a good point that it's an NA judge for an EU case. So
It's
That's how
like
it
I'm gonna
goes.
be frank with you, Pred. I have my own family shit going on next week. If we can do it on Saturday, Saturday's fine. Saturday's fine. I just can't be up 5 hours deep before I get called.
well, I mean that's why we would work with you first. Yeah, I get that. I mean, here's the thing, and I told the strategy to Tony. Strategy is for you to go first because you're the one that kicks the door open for the whole thing, and then, you know, then it's on the rest of them to either lie or tell the truth. I mean, it's that simple. They either lie or they don't. Or they either tell the truth or they don't. You know?
yeah.
Or, you
They
know,
don't show
maybe
up.
they. Well, or they don't show
That's the problem with this strategy. Like, look, I'm not holding back. These dumb motherfuckers, number one, from the get-go, you have been charged. The marshals knew. Okay, let me just be very fucking plain. Okay? From the moment this shit went up on the docket and I started pointing at the fact that why the fuck did they go into your warehouse and not your apartment? All right? Fuck all this bullshit about like anything other than the fact that anyone with a functioning brain knows that they targeted that warehouse for a reason. It has come out in evidence that they knew that shit belonged likely to Sonya and other people selling drugs to the point where they named individuals in the interrogation about having information on it. Yet they still, without completing their investigation, and finding out what the facts were, decided to press charges on you and have spent the last 2 weeks coming up with reasons to make sure that information does not come out. That is not a position that any law enforcement, DA can ever take, because it is fundamentally corruption. And now people are conveniently not able to show up at this court case to prevent that evidence from coming out. Suck my fucking dick. I hope someone comes, puts a fucking gun in this motherfucker's mouth and pulls the fucking trigger. Fuck you. Fuck your family. Fuck whatever pussy you came out of. All right? This is not going to happen.
Yeah, America! Yeah!
I'm about to stuff that fucking turkey, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey, turkeys do deserve to be stuffed, all right, but it does take a while to cook them. You got to remember that. It takes a while to cook a good turkey. That's why a lot of people choose to fry them.
Spatchcock. You want to spatchcock a turkey?
I don't know what spatchcock is. I'm American.
Flat it flat.
Look,
Yeah, you basically cut out the rib cage and cook it flat.
let me give you
That's what everybody does.
Let me throw something here. All right, what's gonna happen when the information comes out regarding the warrant during that trial? How are you gonna prevent it from being hearsay?
This is why we got to get together. This is why I'm getting together with Tony. This is why we gotta formulate.
There is no
Tony
answer
has
to
a
that.
plan for everything.
If Tony comes here, he's going to say the same thing that I'm pointing out right now. It's going to be hearsay.
Very true.
Hallow may allow me to testify to things that I specifically heard or engage with. Maybe, depending on how Hallow feels that day.
That is going to be hearsay information. I mean, dude, they are playing a dirty, dangerous fucking game, but at least if Norman or someone can confirm it. I mean, I would have much preferred I never said it, but Angel was the bombshell witness for this entire case. You know what I mean? She really was. She was the bomb, because she would either have to go up there and lie through her teeth or tell the truth. And it would have looked terrible if, say, fucking Grayson and Adams, Barrick take there, and they all say the same thing, and then she goes up there and says something completely different. Like, that was—
Wait a minute.
That was like my bombshell thing. I was keeping.
I got it. Wait, hold on a second. The justice cannot just claim she's on a leave.
Explain.
Where'd mandamus?
What, you want compel her to do her job?
Compel Hallow to order her to do a job. Put the ball in his fucking court.
I mean, we could.
Well, the ball's already in his court. That's what you guys are failing to realize. The ball is already in Hallow and Art's court.
No.
That's what they choose to do.
We're saying force Hallow to bring her, otherwise the entire court case needs to be dismissed.
Yeah, but you're failing to understand something, that these people ain't gonna do that.
Then he gets impeached, is my point.
Yeah, but the court case still happens.
You need to look at the context, right? The context of it all is, how did each of these justices in turn get hired, right? So you look at it, right? Angel survives the purge and is literally almost de facto put in charge, because she had a high position anyway. They wanted her to be, a special prosecutor and a judge at the same time. She survives the purge. She gets put in. The marshals get formed. She gets, basically double barrel duties. Hart survived purely because she was, suspended at the time of the purge. Right? She was the original judge.
She was suspended?
She was the original judge on the Soze case, right? Bailey walked out mid-trial.
You're talking about Hart.
Yeah, left Hart. Hart got suspended at the time. She was suspended all the way through all of the turbulations, as we call them. Came back after, got out of a suspension, got made a justice because she survived. But she survived purely because she wasn't there. And then Hallow got brought in after the fact, when it was just Hart. So Bailey steps down. They need a third to form a quorum, and those two picked Hallow specifically, they reached out to him and got him. So if you look at how it was formed, I think expecting any kind of division or breach between those three is kind of a wild take.
Yeah.
So it's not promotion based on the ability to do the job. It's just survival.
Okay. So like promotion based on the ability to do the job. I love Hallow. I think Hallow's a good human being. He's great. When has he ever been more than a part-timer?
Yeah,
when his ability come to anything?
But that is perhaps the bit that is frustrating to me. Is Hot has done less than Hallow has in her entire career as a justice.
I haven't seen her since my inauguration, since I was sworn in.
The manner by which she was speaking to the entire room from the level of entitlement was fucking disgusting for someone that probably has like 5 hours clocked in. Like it's a room surrounded by people putting blood, sweat, and tears into making things go forward, and it was just like a fucking like a I know better than you bullshit. You don't know shit. You don't know shit. They sat in that fucking room acting shocked that the FOIA legislation was altered with a bunch of like egregious changes, acting like they didn't know about it, but their fucking signatures on the document.
They signed off on it.
Exactly.
They signed all those documents. So that actually raises Tony's calling. So that actually raises a bigger concern. Were the justices not doing their jobs and everything was just going through one person and they were just fucking putting their signatures on it? Tony, we're at the memorial at Legion Square.
I mean, would you be surprised given the formation of the marshals?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, I'll tell you what Hallow told me the day after that warrant was signed for you, Brad.
See you soon, buddy.
If they sign something bad, that's on them. Because I was flat out told by Hallow, if McNee signed a bad warrant, that's on McNee. He shouldn't sign if he didn't believe it.
This is I can't wait to hear what Tony has to say about this. I'm dead set on that. Maybe that there needs to be a compelling of Angel to come to the court case to fulfill her duties, and if she is not able to, then the entire case should be thrown out.
Well,
and I'm on that fucking energy.
Well, judging by the statement that Tony just made to me on the phone, I don't think I'm going to be mayor much longer anyway, because I needed money to pay somebody for some fucking services, and I took it. So I might be fucked, which is fine, but I'm still going to beat this case.
Huh?
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Motherfucker, why couldn't you? God damn it.
What happened?
Listen, I needed to pay someone for some services.
Hey,
Talk about it
can you give us a second?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
what the
waiting
fuck
to do that.
happened?
Oh, you're good.
So Sparks decided to post a goddamn week's long worth of logs, which I'm going to have to strike right now because she posted within like the last 8 hours of discovery. There is a week's long worth of logs where it's only one entry that's relevant, and that's you using the bank account.
Okay. But which got okay.
I
I'm
had my
confused.
treasurer bill next to me.
Yeah. Well,
We said Leo was the treasurer.
okay.
Yeah, but she
Stop.
hasn't been around.
Stop. Look at me, Pred. Leah signed off on this. Are we understood?
Agreed. Yeah, understood. That'll
Okay.
be that'll be what I say.
Leah signed off on it.
Man, I mean, I don't know who I would prefer to take the stand, either Leah or Bill. I mean, what do you? All right, so here's what I got a question of. What do you
I
mean?
don't care. I'll go to jail again.
All right, so here's the question that I have. What do you mean? She just decided to just randomly submit stuff in the last week.
I'm gonna fucking kill him.
There is a new piece of evidence she posted while I was asleep. It specifically says bank account statements from November 20th to 27th. Only one entry is relevant, and that is the entry of you transferring money for the decorations.
Yeah, it was $300,000 for decorations for the community center.
Yeah, that is a bad look. You can argue the fact that has Lee ever gotten keys? Is there the treasure roll under her side profile right now?
No,
No.
She wait. She does have Blaine County Mayor's office.
Yes,
title.
and we are all witness to her being the treasurer. He pointed it out from the day of his election in that room.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to spin it a little bit. However, the fact that she still don't have keys as the treasurer is. I'm sorry, I'm just blowing my mind right now because what else are you supposed to do? They forced your hand on this one. There's what was the emergency to use the funds?
The emergency use the funds was that I had someone working.
There,
for me for
Hallow's
2
here.
weeks. That was
Hollow's here.
the emergency was that. Okay. The emergency was that I had someone who was doing work for me for 2+ fucking weeks and was spending their own money getting stuff from, I believe your company, Michael. All right, and it was Lily Night Sky, right? And you know she's been doing work for me, and I needed to get her paid, and it's the only thing I've done since it's the third transaction that I've carried out. All right, and I have the receipts. I got everything. I got the receipts for all the goods, and I also got and I can also get the receipt for the hours that she worked if needed, because I paid her, for her time. It was $187,000 in shit or something like that, and then I gave her $300,000 because she worked for me for 2 fucking weeks decorating my my place up north.
I don't think you need to worry about this too much. Is it a bad look? Yes. This can literally be simplified as Leia gave you the green light. As far as you are aware, as far as I'm aware, no one else can have access to that account anyways. She approved it, and you're sending it via her approval. It still fits in line with the ruling that the judge made. And
the only charges that are bullshit is this fucking goddamn embezzlement shit that they're putting against me. This embezzlement shit is the worst shit ever, because it's one of the main things. I haven't been able to fucking organize anything because of this shit. But so I was like, it was a day where I had enough of it. So I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna authorize the payment my fucking self, because I'm sick and tired of this shit.
Yeah.
I'm sitting around with my fucking dick in my hand. I can't do fucking nothing. They're breathing down the back of my fucking neck since day one. They're fucking night raiding me. All right, they're treating me like I'm a fucking like.
Why?
Nobody.
Why did he need to do this the day
At a
before?
point where I was just like, I've had enough of this fucking bullshit. So I did it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I fucking did it because I'm tired of not being able to fucking pay the people around me.
How'd they get
I can tolerate not paying my staff because Bill ain't been up for 3 fucking weeks. But I mean, when it came to
Let's go, chat. I will add up all the time and stuff.
It caused me to be a little pissed off.
When I
so
can.
I did it. I executed it.
Chat.
I paid them from my account, and then I took the money out, put it in my
Link is in chat. Install it. Level up.
I don't know.
Anytime you hit level 5, 9, 12, each one of these levels, each one of these unlocks is +1 to the Tug-a-thon tomorrow.
I don't know why she decided.
You can play it on your phone. You can play it on your PC. You can play it on your tablet, etc., etc., etc.
I don't know if they have access to that shit. I mean, is there a subpoena for it somewhere? Where's the subpoena for it? When was it written? There was a FOIA request?
It'd be a FOIA request if they got it.
Yeah, well, where is the FOIA request at? Why was it FOIA'd now?
Okay, so listen. Hollow's about to come here. Grayson's standing over there. I think you genuinely tell me if I'm wrong here, Tony. All right. I think y'all are a little overcooking on how serious this is, when it can easily just be keep it simple. Leah said yes. You transferred it because just like the fucking tags in the MDT, you're the only one who can do the transfer. So technically she did it, right? And you just play dumb if they're like, oh, well, the treasurer tag also gives you access. How the fuck are you supposed to know that, right? And I doubt Hallow is going to make a big deal of it, and nor will it show any serious relevance towards the ruling of this case. I think if you guys put too much emphasis on this being like a bad thing, it's going to manifest itself into being a bad thing.
Well, the thing is, he's going to see it. I've been ordered that I can't touch the fucking accounts, and I ain't got. I mean, all I'm going to say is that, hey, Leah authorized it. I needed to get a decorator paid. That's it.
Yeah.
Case in point. That
Exactly. Right. In the grand scheme of things, this is not what you're getting charged with, or should it have a large effect on the outcome of this trial? It'd be another thing if you took it out and you gave it to like Forehead or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, listen, I haven't done anything fucked up with the money. I haven't siphoned anything off into any bullshit accounts or nothing like that. I haven't set up any fake charities, mainly because I fucking can't, because these motherfuckers watch me like a fucking hawk. They know everything I fucking do. 24 fucking 7.
Wait.
Only transaction, and I did it 5 fucking days ago. Not even.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, they were gonna.
Anyways, how's it going?
Do we bring Grayson back?
Things are going pretty good. We getting Hallow over here. We're gonna get this shit underway.
Yeah. Hallow. What's your ping? It's not the laptop, guys. Like.
Can we tell Grayson to get out of here? Because if Hallow sees him here, he might think some fucking.
Yeah. I think that's a good point.
Hey, Grayson.
Nino, is it alright if I shoot off? I've got a
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome to the world of politics, Junior.
We'll chat soon.
This seems like a lot, like what I've put myself in for, yeah.
We'll catch up once this whole thing is, you know.
Yeah. I'll leave you guys to it because I'm not really much help to you guys at all. So I hope everything goes well.
Hey,
on the meeting shoot off too.
You're doing good work.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
Would it be an issue if I'm here? Apollo's here?
Can we? Wait, I can't. Tony, you're whispering.
Oh, sorry. I was saying, would it be an issue if I'm here? If Apollo's here?
Nope. Wouldn't be an issue at all.
You guys mind if I chill here then?
You can chill here, just don't talk about the
100%.
case. No case details. We can't talk about nothing.
It also, I'm now looking at it. When was the FOIA requested?
Which one?
The notice of evidence inclusion?
I don't know when the FOIA was.
Well,
wait, it says BCSO. Why is it BCSO? That's a different account. You can get this thrown out by simply being like, where's the FOIA? BCSO and Blaine County have two different accounts.
And Blaine County's 11.
I mean, how come they didn't include? How come they didn't include the thing that they need, Tony?
What do you mean include the thing? Oh, you mean that entry?
The subpoena, or whatever. Not the subpoena. The whatever they needed. Yeah, the FOIA. How come they didn't include the FOIA request for this shit? How come that ain't? How come that's excluded?
People are always quick to post results rather than the process.
But isn't that like, in itself, not making us aware that that shit happened? That was a thing? Isn't that inherently like? Isn't that not right? Or they delay noticing it for 30 days past the fucking case.
I would
Do you have
say
any
just based
notices
on
in your
this-
documents? Kyle?
They're overcooking on this. No one's gonna give a fuck
I'll
that
also,
he. Yeah.
Put up a copy of the FOIA request for the evidence that they put in.
Yeah, I
Requested.
I think
I ain't got.
this is not going to be a big deal. Like
I
honestly,
ain't got nothing.
If we say it's for the BCSO, where you think?
Oh,
they
sorry,
should
Bill.
push another charge
Yeah,
on
that's
the docket
fine.
against him then?
But
Wait,
you kind of deserve that, Bill.
what did you say, Tony?
If they list as BCSO, we point out it's a different
All right,
account.
hold on,
they just
hold on,
push
hold on.
another docket.
Hey, hold on. Hey,
How
how
you
you
doing,
doing there,
Hallow?
Justice?
What up? What up?
So a couple things. Here, let me take out my clipboard. Okay, gentlemen, let me go through this list before we dive into all of it. I want to make sure that Hallow has the list available to him before we, turn each line item into a potential debate. Okay, so Sunday we had the meeting, what I'll deem as the pre-SAG meeting. I wanted you to hear from Pred's mouth directly that I had his authorization to speak on his behalf since we were uniformed on it. Pred, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as per that meeting, has there been a date and time scheduled as to when we're going to have the official one?
No, the only conversation I've had with Oil was to go over that he'd be taking your cases. So that is confirmed. I don't know if that was told to you or not.
Which cases?
The ones that you wanted to contest things in relation to the SAG, like the FOIA and contesting amendments and stuff like that.
He's going to take on the case for
Justice will not
all
be
the
taking that.
audits?
He will be taking it. Yep.
I got you. So, before going on to those, because I do have questions about it, do we know when we're going to have the formal meeting? Because it's my understanding the governor might attend, but he's not necessary for all legislative entities to come to a final conclusion and then put
it was
on
more
his desk.
so I wanted him to be there so that any questions can be clarified from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
As to what the Constitution says and doesn't, sort of thing.
More so because you guys are claiming that Angel's telling you one thing, you guys are she's claiming you guys said one thing, and then everybody has a different understanding. So it's more so you guys can get clarification as to exactly what is supposed to be happening, so that everybody's on the same page.
Do you know what exactly happened?
In terms of what?
In terms of what you're talking about, like one person saying one thing and then us saying another.
You want my honest opinion? I thought I did, and then we had the meeting Sunday, and it turns out that everybody has different stories about what happened. So,
well, the stories are. This is a legal matter, right? So let me come at it from that approach. There were things that were done that were, in our opinion, unconstitutional, such as judges just changing legislation at a whim. I will make it very clear that while I know Angel may have told you guys things, I can tell you that we also spoke with, what's his name? Bailey. And I can tell you that it was, from his perspective, very clearly the ability to change things on a whim was very much intended for the first pieces of legislation and not powers that were granted beyond that. So, in other words, the first initial 8 pieces of legislation that were out there alongside the Constitution, right? So the letter that we put out as a consequence of legislation being shadow edited constantly and the many other things we allege in that letter, the letter itself states that us, the legislative branches, must get together and come to an agreement on how the process should be. My question then therefore becomes, while I would love the governor to be there, if he is to be there, we need a date and time. If we want to forego that, it is our joint duty to come to a conclusion. I say we set a date for Sunday. and we come to a conclusion then. If the governor shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't show up, we give him our concluded, like we give him a document with all our conclusions on it. Are you opposed to that?
On this Sunday?
This Sunday, yes. Or tonight. We can do it tonight too. Tonight works for me.
Tonight?
Yeah.
I got plans.
Okay.
God knows my plans.
I want you to
die.
Hallow, I want
Fuck
to
you.
I want to stop this
Sorry.
by saying I appreciate, I think and I'm not trying to be like facetious or whatever, is that you are coming around, you are trying to help make things go forward. Our entire city has been in a standstill for 5 weeks. And while things are now getting signed off, this is a big thing that needs to be figured out by us. People are losing hope, right? And please do understand that my staff alone is spending probably 100+ man hours a week. And we need some time is of the essence. We can't let this sit any longer. It's already sat 3 weeks. I know that's not on you, but as the Institute of the DOJ, it has been waiting on them for weeks now. We're approaching a month.
Let me just add something to that, right? The wheel has not been rolling. Like the wheel has just been in place. And essentially what it just is that me and Nino ain't the acting mayors right now. Right? We can't get anything done. We haven't been able to get anything done. I can't even pay people. You know, it's just you know, we need to sit down and we need to get the wheels turning, because every institution is just failing right now. And it starts with us, because we're as close to the top as we're going to get. And then everyone can follow our rhythm, because we need to jumpstart everything.
Yes. I do not see a world where the governor is going to be like, wait for me to do this. While I also, in the very, very, very little communication, very, 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 very little communication I've had with him, not because he's not available, but because, you know, we've kept it to in-city communications. I also recognize he wants to be there, but you know, no, like, I don't think anyone's gonna be like, yo, dog, you figured it out, fuck you. No, like, we can sit down and look. We gave you a document. You guys have the ability to go through it, add your comments, and we can sit like, you know, we can meet this week, like in the next like 2-3 days, and if there's any objections to anything that's written in there, we can work it out. You know what I mean?
So that's how it's supposed to be. That was written on the SAG form. You know, we need to. It's going to be all of our asses, essentially. Like, we need to get the ball rolling, because right now,
Joey Peppers, thank you for the 10 months.
It's just unfortunate to say it. It's going to be the truth. The burden of blame is going to fall on all of us, because they ain't going to know who to fucking blame.
Yeah.
Unless we explain it to them. We're all going to be fucked.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm fine with being fucked.
I guess I'm a little confused, because didn't we already agree to this meeting, like, with or without the governor?
I thought the meeting was Sunday. I will be honest, I was borderline gonna crash out when it sounded like it was a pre-meeting and we needed to hear from Angel and hear from this and that, and I was like, I thought we were gonna figure this out Sunday. But with how approachable Grayson's setting it up, and then you being approachable, I was kind of like, give them a little bit of space here, right? Because I'm sure a lot of this is getting dumped on you, and I want to respect that. But simultaneously, I need to be firm here that we need to get this done ASAP. Otherwise,
so here's the deal.
Why is anyone going to trust the Institute?
In terms of legislation, it's been purely just meeting up with you guys in person, which the day I looked over it all and then had my notes, we talked literally the day after on Sunday. I've been meeting with Pred. I think I have a meeting set up with Pred tomorrow to go over his legislation at some point. The only thing that your legislation's waiting on is the other one to go not contested for 3 days, and the other one goes on contest phase for 3 days.
I got you. So you want to wait for that for 3 days, and
The
then
amendment
you're
has
gonna.
to go the amendment has to go uncontested for 3 days, and then your other one has to go uncontested for 3 days, and it'll be live. The
That
other two
works for
are
me.
live automatically
Love it.
because they passed the 3-day contest phase.
Love it.
In terms of the meetings, like I said before, it was purely so if there were questions that I couldn't answer, because again, from my point of view, I can't speak for Hart. Angel's kind of been handling everything firsthand because she's in city most of the time. Obviously, I'm not before, so it was my point of view that she was already having everything handled. That's why I wasn't really worrying about.
She hasn't handled shit.
Well, you know, that has become apparent since Sunday.
I will let me be very so that there is no confusion. After attempting to work with the DOJ, you are welcome to subpoena my phone logs. Every point of communication has been myself calling her, me texting her. The only things I have received are threats from her. I have still continued to work with what I've been given because the people come first, not fucking petty grievances and conspiracy theories and schizophrenia or whatever the fuck is going on with it. All right? The letter that we sent, the audit of the process, is a consequence of what we assert is illegal actions that she herself conducted. When the state officials responded with the document, the very next day, me and Pred got a text message stating that both him and me needed to speak with her. In that meeting, she refused to converse and went on a rant and then fucking left the room. Then 3 weeks went by, she disappeared. And that's when we had to reach out to the governor and be like, bro, nothing's moving forward. And then we heard from you, and from the sound of it, you only then got the documents. So it's been really bad. Not just like an oopsie. This is like calculated.
Yeah, this ain't good. I mean, I can tell you firsthand as well, Justice, that the conversation wasn't even bad. We went to Angel, we had our meeting, right? We just simply talked about the SADG agreement. All right, we started talking about how we're going to fix things, and we started proposing ideas. She said, yeah, we're not going to do it that way. We're going to do it my way. It was less direct than that. It was, we're going to do things together. When we made a perfectly sound proposition, and of course, you know, that's going to set people off a little bit, because what it was the realization that in that conversation, Angel held the keys and all the power. And it was basically just trying to diminish and belittle our position. We were trying to work with her. She made it impossible for us to work together. And it just led to her running away and walking out on us. And it wasn't good. I mean, you would think that it would have been a heinous meeting. It really wasn't. Did me and Nino, I mean, Nino, we can admittedly say that we kind of, you know, we fucked with her just a little bit.
A little bit. I think the statement where she immediately said no to was, well, I made the statement, well, we can't have this meeting today because we do not have Dr. Naya here, nor do we have the other two justices. As it had been clear in the SADG document, we need to work together on this, and having one of the legislative branches not here is wrong, right? Just as much as, like, it would have been wrong for Pred not to be at that meeting Sunday had he not allowed me to speak on his behalf, right? So I stated, let's schedule a date and time. Me and Pred are going to, like, put our ideas together on paper so you have something, so we're coming prepared. And she said, no, that's not going to happen. And it went sideways. So
we essentially told her everything that was basically told to you the other day. That's it.
Yeah.
Case in point. Like, it was, at the trial. We essentially said everything to her and to you, and that's just how it goes.
Yeah. I think it's important for the sanctity of the system that was put in place 4 months ago for us to find a way to work together, schedule times, and get things moving forward. Otherwise, this entire system is going to collapse. People already don't think that the mayors or the DOJ, it is bad, Hallow. And I think we're in a very bad place right now, right? I could give a fuck. I could go on vacation for the next 2 months, right? So I could do the same. You could do the same. But right now, the fucking city needs us to fix this and not wait for Daddy. You know what I mean? Because Daddy may beat us the fuck up. I'm just saying. I'm scared of that guy. He's got a big dick.
Honestly, Daddy is going to, I would imagine, in the circumstances, that the ones who are going to get the brunt of the shit, unfortunately, are going to be me and Nino.
Yeah.
All right, it's going to, that's what it's going to be. If it comes down to the three,
I don't think it's going to be you and me. Listen, I'm going to be, listen, I'm going to keep it a buck.
Angel ain't going to be there.
Let me keep it a buck. I have prevented this entire city from gunning down all the justices. Like, people are fucking pissed. And I'm not making this shit up. What are you thinking right now, Hallow?
Honestly, you're not gonna like what I'm thinking.
Then fucking say it.
Yeah.
Can't gun down what doesn't wake up, pussy.
I will make sure you don't wake up, Hallow, if you don't fucking pick a date. I will. You know what I'm going to do? I don't think you understand. Hallow, look at me in my eyes. My cousin had the first hand of Ragnaros. My cousin helped create the first Thunder Fury. My cousin helped create the first Grand Marshal. I will hunt you down on an Alliance character and make sure you perma.
What the fuck? No, please. I'm the highest I've ever been. Don't do that. God, please.
You don't got to worry about that. He'll take care of himself, all right? You're going a little too hard on that.
Yeah, please.
Hey, you're going a little too hard.
I'm on a roll.
I want you to look up the lore on drama and DNT. All right? And who had the first... never mind. Anyways, enough nerding for now.
Okay, so... One sec. Okay, did something happen between today and Sunday?
Today and Sunday.
Sorry, Bill. I think that's the issue. That nothing's happened.
Well, I mean,
I'll tell you why I started crashing out. Sunday, the inference was that some of the details needed to be run by Angel, which I was kind of like, okay, whatever. I think that's dumb, to be honest. She's gone. I think you and Hot can very much make those decisions. Where I definitely began to crash out is I looked at the docket posting in which you made the statement that Angel is on indefinite, like, leave or some shit like that. And I'm like, well, either she's on leave and she can't show up at this court case. My position was, the moment I read that, I'm like, then why the fuck are we waiting for Angel for Sunday's decision making? She's either gone or she's not gone. It. Okay, so this is new.
I didn't know that at the meeting.
Okay, and I figured it might have been something like that. I'm gonna go even a step further. Is that his entire case should be fucking dismissed? And I'm just gonna, I'm gonna be point blank, and I'm not trying to strong arm you, Hallow. I'm just giving you my opinion here, right? Is it's very clear that she has a big part in this entire case, and the fact that this case has taken so fucking long, and that we're finding out that a key witness cannot attend a case because I don't give a fuck what the reason is, right? Unless your fucking dog is dying, and if you cannot show up, you should not have that position to begin with, nor should this case even fucking exist. Because we are opening up the door for, like, you want to come after me? Okay, leave of absence. Let me go do this crazy shit. Leave of absence.
I'm gonna rebut. And if she's so vital, why did it take over a month for her to be put on the docket as a witness?
My rebuttal is because the current system that we have in the DOJ fundamentally does not work properly. I think the discovery period should be 72 hours by law enforcement the moment they post it up to the docket, and that any other additional things that need to be added should be added via motion. And due to the fact that the rulings that were made in the first week of the docket posting was, well, discovery isn't needed, witnesses don't need to be added till like the last 48 hours, that the system itself allows for this. You know what I mean? It should be 3 fucking days or maybe 5 maximum for law enforcement, and then another 3 to 5 for the defense. And after that, you only can add shit if via a motion to the judges. Otherwise, you end up in this fucking bullshit position where everyone adds their shit 2 days before the fucking court case, and now everyone's like running in fucking circles trying to figure out their defenses or what their prosecutorial arguments are going to be. So
I agree with that. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always treated every edition as a motion after the initial posting anyway.
That's good. I respect that.
I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. I'm surprised that people don't follow that rule.
Nobody follows shit anymore because, Hallow, I think you're cut from the old cloth, right? Where a lot of things are like, remember that conversation about things are so fucking sweaty now? I agree, right? But the thing is, like, you know, the historic nature of why certain things were, but now things do not happen based on the history because people don't know them. They go based on the technicalities, right? Things that are there to allow things to flourish are now used as a way to fuck someone over.
Okay, so if that's the case, Tony, why did you wait till the 11th hour to add somebody to your witness list?
That's a good fucking question. What's your answer, Tony?
Am I allowed to answer that?
I asked you.
Are you sure?
Sure, I don't know if I was supposed
You have to tell me you don't have to tell me why you're calling the witness, but why did you wait so long to add such a pertinent witness?
I feel like we could have discussed a lot of things before we got to that stage of questioning for that particular detail. I think as is, the search warrant by itself could not hold its own weight.
Okay, so you're adding the pertinent witnesses because you're arguing the search warrant.
Can I answer, Tony? And tell me if you disagree.
No, you go ahead.
Fred, you were going to say?
I was just going to say simply, we could never have foreseen a world where a sitting justice would abandon a court case.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, it's that simple. We could have never foreseen that happening. And it looks like that is what's happening. So if that is what's happening, we couldn't have known that early on in this process. Had we some way of knowing, probably would have been brought up sooner.
I would never abandon you, Pred.
I know you won't because you never have abandoned me. I know, all right?
Oh, no.
I'm just getting tired of being treated like Donald Trump in this town.
What do you mean, Donald Trump? Wait. Pred should be Donald Trump. He's the man now. Just get rid of the charges. You know what I mean?
That's not how that works.
Fuck the old Nixon world. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's a good idea to relate him to Donald Trump, to be honest.
You see the point that I'm making, Hallow, right? We could never have foreseen this until now. So that's the main reason why it hasn't been brought up until this point.
Well,
because it's been made apparent that key part isn't going to be there, which is going to fuck the case up. Like, I'm just going to be honest. Like, I don't think this is conflicting you to say this, but it's going to turn some things into, you can't really prove it.
Yeah, it becomes hearsay problems.
Yeah, and it's essentially taking this entire case, all right, and holding me hostage continuously. It is effectually, I'm already being held hostage, Hallow, right? I'm being held hostage now when it comes to my trial to not be able to put forth the best defense possible to clear my name and exonerate me of these things that I'm not guilty of.
It's not even you. Fuck you, Pred. Fuck me. We work for the people of this city. This city is fucking dying from the wheels not spinning. People have lost trust in the DOJ, in the mayors, in the democratic process, and unless we can bring it back, the whole thing's gonna fucking fall inward. And that it's not just a conversation that needs to be scheduled, but now even this court case where key witnesses, a fucking justice, has decided not that they're unavailable. I'm sorry, but like if I was a cop and I'm investigating someone and ties up their entire fucking life, I better show up. And that includes Den Shiesty to my fucking dick for not showing up for the Hydra case. That shit should not be acceptable ever.
It really shouldn't, man. It is. So the process has already taken the wind out of every major thing that's going on sales. And then to add more insult to injury, the most vital pieces are just choosing not to be a part. And that's not right because there isn't a situation or a person that I wouldn't go to a thing for in this city. There isn't a person at all. And what does that say about the person? What does that say about, me? Right? I'm not able to get what I deserve. I'm not able to fight for myself properly. No one is. No one has been. I mean, every major case is just falling through the fucking cracks due to negligence and people just not giving a fuck. And if people ain't going to give a fuck, why are they doing it to begin with? And then everybody else suffers.
Yeah.
All right. Don't even get me started on the night raid.
Okay. Hang on.
I listen. Nino's gotta come down on Den. I know OC, he had things planned. Yeah. But we can't say that in character.
Fred, what's your schedule again?
Preferably, your Justice, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. CST. That's preferably my schedule.
Which is 10 a.m. Yeah, +1.
No. How about Sunday at 4 p.m. EST? We'll have the meeting. Governor can't make it. It's whatever. I'll send him a bunch of notes if need be, and he can decide on that.
Yeah.
Or he can give his input on that. I'll make sure Hart is around. Sorry.
I'm sorry for calling them so late. I'm sorry, Tristan.
What?
I'm sorry for reading a monologue during the pre-trial. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you need to learn how to get AI to shorten your responses.
That's cheating.
It's not cheating if they shorten your response, dumbass. It's cheating if you get it to write your response.
It has to come from the heart, sir.
That wasn't from the heart, bitch. You're reading a script.
Yeah, that I wrote from the heart.
Oh my god.
Like up to the last minute, right before the deposition. I actually re-freestyled the last part.
It was good.
We're gonna do Sunday at 4 p.m. EST. That'll be the meeting. I'll try to make sure Hart can show up. If not, then I'll give her the notes, like I said, with the governor. Mayors, if one of you guys can contact with Dr. Naya, I'd appreciate it because I don't have her phone number.
I can do that.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, it's handled.
I'm not doing a 50-person meeting. This is going to be the people who are most pertinent, and that's it. I don't want to sit there and listen to people talking all day.
I agreed. Justices, me, Pred, and Dr. Naya. That's it.
That's fine.
As for the audits, that's another thing on the list.
I'm going to have Arcadia there just because she does the...
Yeah, I was gonna say she has a good head on her shoulders, and I think that she would be a good addition.
Replacement. Oh, sorry.
Oh my
god. Michael, can you hand him the? We're gonna be giving you impeachment papers for Justice Angel. There's no fuck. She's. It's her time. should have been done 2 months ago. You'll see the signatures on it. You know, thank you for your service, but no thank you. It's going to be about 9+ pages. I understand we got other things in the... This is the reduced version.
9 pages?
Do you want the 14-page version?
Just give me the fucking document, Michael.
Okay.
Have to get dates on the signatures.
Now, and finally, the audits that we gave you guys that I understand that you only just got, those, from my understanding, are supposed to be heard almost immediately. I understand this might be a timing thing, so I would like to get some dates of like what the status of those audits are.
Did you post them on the docket?
We don't. That's not well. So the way that it's supposed to work, from my understanding, is we give it to a justice, and then you guys then go and post it to there. You know what I mean?
Any judge can do it. McNeed did that with the last audit that I did.
Yeah, but is that the one that the governor wants to oversee, or like the FOIA?
No, that was one that I oversaw. If you want the one the governor oversaw, any judge can do it. Just like a justice wouldn't be overlooking it.
So we sent you the audit papers. It then went to the justices. You guys have your signatures on all of them, and therefore, does it go to the justice or to the governor or the state officials or whatever? Like, where is that? Like, what
realistically? Usually, when it comes to audits, Angel would be arguing them for the state, and then whoever audits, obviously, so like your side, for example, would be the ones arguing for yourselves or for the audit. But I mean, in this instance, I'm trying to think.
This is the same scenario as the audit to the process document, in which the process document had all your signatures, and somehow, I don't know how because I wasn't, is that the state officials got their hands on it and gave us a response. So what I'm saying here is, with those audits, does it also need to go up the chain, since inherently you're conflicted on making a ruling whether the audit is accepted or not?
I don't think so, because technically all legislation's been signed by justices. So if you want to argue it, then anybody can argue it.
Yeah, but the first step in the audit process is the acceptance of it.
We pretty much, like, okay, so a justice would be like, is this even worse? So like, if you basically go and you're like, I don't like FOIA process because they told me no for XYZ, and then if XYZ is like, because an active investigation's going, we'd be like, nah, it's, that's the fucking point. We're not letting this go through. As far as I'm aware, all the audits are have good standing to go in and post them. So
can you double check with the governor on this?
Yeah, I'll check with him. I'll check with Hart, and then
the reason
we're all good to go with that and go from there.
Just to make sure we're on the same page, Hallow, is for my own comfort, is when we gave the audit papers for the process, we got a response from the state officials from what we believe was a consequence of y'all being conflicted from being able to make a ruling what happens with that audit. And I'm putting forth that I think the same thing is going to happen with the other audits we gave. So getting that clarity is important.
Because if that's the case, I don't know how we're supposed to argue audits in general then.
And I think that's why the conversation on Sunday, we have to keep those things in mind. And secondly, why I originally proposed that I think you need to reverse all the alterations that were made, shadow edits that were made in the last 2 months. Otherwise, we're going to have to go through this headache for like 6 different pieces of legislation when you can just revert it and just reintroduce it the right way. Like, that's going to save everybody fucking dozens of hours.
Yeah, I'll get with Hart, and then I'll email the governor about it, and then we'll. I wish I could have a full-on conversation with him.
I'll send him an email right now.
I already sent him one. I'm waiting for a response.
Oh, beautiful.
Unless he somehow responds to you first.
Okay.
I think he's sleeping right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll get with Hart. I'll send him an email, let him know that like, hey, we're not opposing these. Do you want to listen to the arguments? And then, you know, obviously, I'm pretty sure he's already agreed to take them if they do go to court. So you should be good to post them, but I'll double check with him just to make sure.
Okay.
And then the audits will be heard in court, and then he'll decide if things need to be, if changes need to be made, or like, you know, he'll be like, okay, we're gonna go discuss this or whatever, and we'll go from there.
Yep.
In terms of, oh. Oh, okay. I thought this was like hate mail or something.
Kinda.
What is it?
He sent me the articles of impeachment. I thought I was getting hate mail.
Oh, you put my signature on it, right?
No, you put it on there.
Perfect. Does it include what just happened? We can add other shit on there too, but I think that should be good enough.
How about this? He sent it to me. I'll give you guys 24 hours to make sure it's all good to go and add anything, and then
I'll let you know when it's done. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yep.
All right.
Are you going to add the one thing to it, Michael? The stuff I told you?
Yeah.
Let's discuss that right after this, I think.
Yeah. So
you want to bring that up to Hallow? Or
bring it up to me until you're done.
Yeah, let's do it officially.
Okay, so that's good to go. I'll try to do my best to make sure the meeting gets started, or have Arcadia get that going. Right now, the plan is for Sunday at 4 p.m. EST. If something changes, I'll let you guys know, because unfortunately, my life is ever changing.
Yep.
Understandable. You and I need to have a talk with your lawyer, which I don't care if we do it here, if you want to do it in front of these guys or not, about your case on Saturday.
We can do whatever you want.
Well, so far you've added 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses that can't make the case, so we need to figure something out here. Because Angel's on indefinite LOA, McNee's out of country until the 10th, and Strong can't make it until the 2nd, and unfortunately, the main prosecutor for the case is out of state until after the 1st. Either we do it this weekend and miss out on some witnesses, or we wait 2 weeks.
I gotta, if I can, on Tony, you let me know if I can speak on this.
Go ahead.
I think this entire case, you drop it. Number one, Tony can make an argument tonight. Number two, if that argument is not good enough and this does need to wait, well, then every restriction on Pred needs to be removed until the necessary parties, one who signed it and the one who you'll find out is necessary, can actually make their way in. Until then, Blaine County cannot suffer a indefinite LOA on behalf, like indirectly on behalf of others. And I think that is very fair. This is not Pred trying to skip out. This isn't the rest skipping out. It's the fact that these motherfuckers just, okay. McNee has a reason. I get it, right? As for the rest, the entire city cannot be on pause, right? Like I said, drop the case. Number two, all the if we can't get it rescheduled, drop everything. Let them make them refile it if they need to. And those restrictions include Pred after this meeting is looking to bring on a sheriff. So that's the other thing he wanted to do. Isn't that right, Pred?
He can do that. He's not restricted from doing that.
Yep.
Well, the thing is, though, the legislation's written so poorly. It says that they can give me the list, but I don't have to pick anyone from it.
Yeah.
And that I can pick whoever I can pick the sheriff.
Okay, so what's the issue if you can pick whoever you want?
Well, the thing is, I wanted to run that by a justice because I'm not trying to get, because these motherfuckers are going to.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
The only privilege that I took away from you was accessing county funds.
What Pred is trying to say is the legislation is so dog shit. For some reason, it seems to infer the Blaine County one that was put in place that he has to pick from a list of 5 that BCSO puts together. But it's written in a way where he can actually pick whoever he fucking wants. And he is concerned that if he does that, can he just get immediately impeached? Or would, if they don't like his appointment or they believe it's illegal, does it go to court? How does it work? Is that accurate, Pred?
Yeah, it's 100% on the nose because.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it's 100% on the nose because my only concern, right, is that I'm already having problems with these guys in the BCSO. I've been having problems with the whole department. All right, we can't work together. And what they're going to, if I don't have the backing of a justice with my interpretation of the legislation, or a justice that can interpret it the same way that I am, because if you read the legislation, I think you'll see it the way. I'm pretty confident that, I'm like 100% confident you'll see it the way that Nino and I see it. Then the only thing they're going to do is they're just going to fight me tooth and nail, and they're not going to relinquish any powers. And then all we're going to do is we're going to get to a squabble over someone who has the bigger fucking dick. I was going to wait until tomorrow to talk to you about this when we were going over legislation. But if we're going to do it now, I think we can do it now. And then I can get my plans in place, and I can notify them that I'm going to be picking my own sheriff against their list of 5, which isn't against the legislation. But they're going to try and fight this tooth and nail because they fought me tooth and nail on everything since I got in office.
The mayor want to appoint a new sheriff. The following process to be adhered to. Notify the Blaine County Sheriff's Office. Mayor Blaine County intends to appoint a new sheriff. The Blaine County Sheriff's Office will have 1 week to provide a list of 5 names of members from the Unified Police Department that they would like to nominate for the position of sheriff. This name submitted must hold a rank of deputy or higher, deputy/officer or higher, and the Blaine County Sheriff's Office may utilize whatever method they see fit. Once these names are provided to the mayor of Blaine County, the mayor may then review and select whichever candidate they so choose to become the sheriff. The candidate would be one of the 5, wouldn't it?
Well, did you ever get a list, Fred?
A total of 5 names.
I did get a list. It's dog shit. They're fucking with me.
The problem is there is no legislated recognition of a UPD.
It says
this list is invalid.
Yeah, it says the Unified Police Department. That's the big point. I actually almost forgot that. So it talks about picking people who are members of the Unified Police Department. The Unified Police Department doesn't exist, which means every name on the list is null and void because there is no UPD. So being that the UPD doesn't exist, then I feel that since the infrastructure isn't there, that I'm free to pick as I deem necessary.
You're basically defaulting back to your constitutional
And
powers then.
to be clear,
Yes.
line 3 doesn't mandate that he even review the list. It may infers that it's his choice.
Yeah,
And the list
these are
of 5
simply
names doesn't-
suggestions.
Right. The list of 5 names, those names aren't even
I haven't read it for a while.
Should the
defined as
BCSO
candidates.
fail to provide a total of 5 names, Mayor of Blaine County reserves the right to make their own selection.
I mean, it's not even a reservation of right. It's.
Are you trying to repeal this right now?
I did try to repeal it.
I mean, the repealing is, he did try to repeal it. It got contested by BCSO, and it got voted to remain intact. The problem and the reason for original repealing of it is this legislation is dog shit. To re-enumerate, Pred did notify them. They had 1 week to provide a list of 5 names from the Unified Police Department, which they could not because the UPD consists of 0 individuals. As the boss of the Los Santos Police Department, I do not recognize the Unified Police Department. It does not exist. It has not existed from the creation of the Constitution, which outlines a Blaine County Sheriff's Office and a Los Santos Police Department that operates under the helm of the respective county governments, of which myself and the Pred are at the helm of. I have not signed any documents in recognizing UPD. Pred hasn't. In fact, no legislative body has. So therefore, the manner by which they can select 5 names is impossible. And that list that they gave, those officers are not in the UPD. So no list was inherently given.
The UPD doesn't exist. And if the UPD doesn't exist, then we have to default to my constitutional authoritarian powers, which is I get to pick the sheriff. So they fucked themselves by not letting me change this legislation because I wasn't even going to fucking touch their department. My whole plan was I was going to put a sheriff up in fucking Polito to try and get some fucking lifeblood going up there, and then I was going to default it to voting and have the legislation rewritten. But these guys were so fucking worried about, Pred, they are Predlocked, that they actually fucked themselves because none of these things exist. The UPD doesn't exist. And then I have constitutional authority. If one piece doesn't exist, then you have to nullify and void that entire legislation because it's based around members of the UPD, which doesn't exist. So therefore, the constitutional authority of my office is that I get to pick the sheriff, as written and outlined in the Constitution.
Nino, didn't we have legislation actually get refused because it referred to UPD?
That is correct.
Anyone have food? I am.
That is
Yeah, I got you.
that is correct. But there's already been rulings around the UPD not existing.
Thank you.
What's good, Medi?
I know it's
Hope
probably a
your
lot
Thanksgiving
to
is
digest
going
right
great,
there.
my
So,
man.
Hallow, here's
Keep
the
up
thing
the
that I
great
understand.
streams and
All right?
RP.
Am
As
I
always, my
pissed
man.
off
Yo, Crafty,
at
thank you for 10 months.
terrorist? Yes, but I have a heart. And I understand this is probably a lot of stuff for you to digest all at once, because probably a lot of it you weren't even aware of because you were misled. All right? Like, the city needs you, and we need you, and we need to work together. And if you don't agree with the stuff that we're saying, you can tell me. You know, you can say it. You can say it outright, because, I mean, you might as well. I mean, at least
Paul,
wanted
thank you
someone
for
who
the
will at least talk
16.
to me, which me and Nino haven't had the pleasure of having for a month plus. But I think the argument's pretty sound that if the UPD doesn't exist, then the legislation is void, and then we just default to the constitutional powers.
I'm speaking with the Justice and Pred at the monument. Can I call you back?
Yeah, what are you guys talking about?
Change.
Change?
Yeah.
Oh, can I listen?
You can come on by, and then if they're comfortable with it, yeah.
All right.
Yep. All right. See you in a bit.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
As did you try going the auditing route by any chance for the sheriff appointment one?
So I tried to repeal it, but I never went the auditing route.
Okay.
So the reason why I chose to go the repeal route is because I wanted to get the whole thing rewritten, and like I said, I wanted to pick a sheriff for Polito, and not fuck with the BCSO. Because auditing, I mean, an audit could work, but I mean, I feel like
did
that's
tell
on
him to
them
audit
at this point to audit, not me, because I already have everything I want. Because if the UPD doesn't exist, then it just defaults to the constitutional authority of the Blaine County Mayor's Office, which is I get to pick the sheriff, which it says clear as day. There's no way to refute that.
So when it comes to what would happen if you appointed a sheriff, it's essentially you would appoint them. They would try to argue that you did something. They would try to say that you violated a legislation. They would put in a, articles of impeachment for it. They would try to get you impeached. Then you would have to try to argue it. That's like the official route it would go. In my opinion, I think that if I know you guys aren't gonna like this, but in my opinion, the sheriff nor the mayor of neither county should have any say in who their sheriff is, or the chief of police or sheriff is. It should be the people that reside within the counties.
They did.
I'm saying in general. I'm saying like you guys shouldn't be appointing them. It should be like everybody should just be voting for who they want.
We actually generally agree with that. But as it currently stands, we get voted in as the voice of the people, and we are entrusted to make a selection so that the chief of police, my fiance,
Get out of my way. You're blocking me.
does as. I'm sorry?
Chief of police is your fiance?
Yep, alongside Tilly Winters. So I tell her what to do. I expect her to fall in line, otherwise I'm going to fire her, because I am the voice of the people.
So here's just what I just want to reference in the Constitution, because here, I'm going to be honest with you. I agree with you, Justice Hallow. All right. My initial plan was to have that legislation rewritten for there to be a vote for a sheriff. Okay. A public vote where I didn't have any say over it. And then, it would be the people. But Article 2 of the Constitution of San Andreas, as of 5 months ago, states in the second bold point, the sheriff shall be appointed by the Blaine County Mayor. And if the UPD doesn't exist, then that legislation is null and void. And then we default to what we have in the Constitution, which is there clear as day. That's not me just like, I read the exact sentence to you. The sheriff shall be appointed by the Blaine County Mayor. It's outlined right there.
I mean...
I got to step away. We go over that document either later or tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
if you're able to, if you're familiar with what Bill referenced, how we had to rewrite something because UPD, that would be a good reference point.
Yeah, I'll find it.
Okay.
I
Appreciate
sent
it.
to you, Michael.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.
Have
Oh,
a
you
good
found
one.
it?
Take care.
Yeah, if you want the exact wording, Nino,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
please.
text
Share with
it
the
to you.
class.
San Andreas Department of Justice finds no issues with this constitutionality of this legislation. It has now entered the contest phase. Citizens, that's the wrong one. Fuck me.
Okay.
God damn it, Bill!
Yeah, you had us all excited.
Do note, oh no, it is. Do note, it just gets cut off. To note, the Department of Justice does not recognize any authority named Unified Police Department and requests this language be clarified to be more specific.
Boom.
Which one is this for?
Bill is
it's
just
under the toll enactment is where she ruled that the UPD does not exist and legislation has to be changed mentioning it.
Oh my god, our fucking troll legislation worked out after all.
That's our bill.
Are you say troll or toll?
Toll, of course.
Oh, like a toll booth.
Toll booth. I mean, we could call it the troll booth too. That'd be fucking hilarious. Put like a big green man under it. I did say toll.
It's definitely a lot to digest.
I can tell he's making notes right now. This is how he does it in court.
Or when Tony starts ranting.
No, then he'll start hitting me.
True.
Okay, so I wrote down, or well, I saved the docket posting for the toll stuff to show where it, it did that. I noted down all of Pred's issues in terms of the legislation we went over. We'll go over the other ones another day. That way we're not, I'm not holding him up.
At this point, Hallow, you couldn't hold me up any longer than someone else has. All right? At least you'll talk to me.
Oh,
Fred, are we still engaged?
What?
What's up?
Are we still engaged?
I will fucking kill you right now, Pred, in front of this justice.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Listen, man. Look, it ain't like what you think. I mean, it's just.
Can you get me a bigger ring than Nino? Because he has yet to give me any kind of ring.
Ooh.
Hey, maybe this answers your question, Nino.
I will walk away right now. You son of a fucking bitch. Hello, you single?
No.
I got an idea.
Hope you're okay.
I'm not
Hope you're having
single,
a
no.
good day.
Here, Pred would like you to go buy something nice.
Oh, thanks, Bill.
Why did this homeless man just give me $2,000?
That's his job. That's what I pay him to do.
So you can go buy something nice for yourself.
Like a one across.
Thank you.
Kyle. That's where you say you're welcome.
Oh, I thought she was saying that to. Oh,
You gave
you're
it.
welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, anything for you. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
Hey, no problem.
Still haven't gotten a ring.
There's I'm waiting for the DOJ to pass the legislation around it. The Discretionary Spending Act. Oh yeah, that's the final thing. Can I put that shit in? But I'm waiting for you to. No.
Yeah. That past the 3-day contest phase, you're good.
Easy. So like we don't have to wait for you to respond to it. I don't really care either way. I just want to make sure I do it right.
You don't. If it passed the 3 days, I will respond to it. Just last night I got too caught up on some other stuff. But yeah, you're good. You can post it.
All right. In the future, if you don't respond to it, can we just put it up?
If you don't respond, you ping me and say, "Hey, is this good?" And I go on and post on it.
Easy. All right.
Just for record keeping purposes, because somebody's going to ask for a timestamp at some point in the future and be like, "A judge didn't approve of this," and they posted it. Blah blah blah. For the sanctity of Los Santos County, I'm going to get Moss a $100 million ring from the county budget. No more than 10%.
Oh, right. What is that? What is 10% at 250 million? $25 million ring. Wait, that's more than the Blaine County budget.
That's not. That's also impeachable, by the way. I wouldn't be buying a ring.
Wait, why not?
That's not for the safety or the welfare or the well-being of the state or Los Santos County.
It's a new heist. What do you mean?
I can't compete with
that is
$25 million.
Why are you encouraging heists?
I'm just saying.
Literally any ring.
Yeah.
Any ring. I haven't received a single ring yet.
Get her a fucking ring pop, man.
Listen, Daisy, we've been busy.
Do I have to go buy my own fucking ring?
No. It's
Okay.
Wait,
okay. All right.
How about you buy me a ring? How about we? All right, listen. Can I be honest with you?
It's 2024. Where's my ring?
Wait. The discretionary spending one does not pass because the other one, the big PP thing, has to pass first.
That was the market one.
Hey, here's a ring.
Wait, why did you post that the big PP has been updated on that one then? Did you post on the wrong one?
Look at this.
That's real nice.
It's really nice.
Correct.
You did post on the wrong one?
I posted on the wrong one. That was meant for the market one.
No, that was my grandmother's brass knuckles.
For my first act of the discretionary spending, Moss, I already asked Vivian to do this earlier, but anyone in LSPD that works today for more than an hour up until Tsunami, if I can get that list.
Wait, I just posted it. Wait, you're giving them a bonus? I'm giving them a bonus.
Hang on,
I'm giving them a bonus. They're my PD.
Okay, hold on.
I just posted an announcement and put up a report saying any PD that's working today, I'm giving them a bonus.
Well, I'm giving them a bigger bonus, and I announced that 2 hours and 40 minutes ago.
I guess they're getting 2 bonuses.
Okay. How much bonus are you giving?
Fighting.
I haven't decided yet. It just depends on how many people.
Well, okay. Well, I'd like to know how much you're going to give them before I figure out how much I'm giving them.
Okay, so you can give them more?
I just put out a state announcement.
Okay. I don't know why that's going to help you in or anything you're trying to do. That was not a good idea, Fred.
What?
You were just sitting here complaining about how nobody agreed with you and everybody kept going against you, and you post some shit like that on the state
Mayor's
announcement.
office.
Well, I just feel that people need to be publicly informed that I'm not giving them a
for
holiday
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he already announced it at the meeting.
Citizens, stay tuned for a similar thank you.
Oh, pretty sure I take care of the DOC. They're nice people.
Well, that is another issue that I need to bring to you, Hallow.
I am giving DOC money. I'm giving DOC money for working on the holidays.
Oh, well, you don't have to because I'm the one that's paying them right now. I got them. So, Hallow, I do need to make you aware of something that is pretty fucking major, because I doubt you were informed about this. Me and Angel have a signed contract that she's supposed to pay me for. So right now, currently, I pay the
bro,
judges,
this is so
the DOC,
hilarious.
every clerk, every attorney, all the marshals. All that stuff comes out of my budget, and we have a contract that's signed and agreed upon that she is supposed to deliver money to me.
Why is that coming out of your budget when they're all LS besides DOC?
Good idea.
It's just how
Trying
it works.
to come up with a way to
it's
thank
like something you
the
can help. I gotcha.
citizens.
It's been 4 weeks, and but the thing is though, it's not agreed. It's agreed between me. Let me review the contract because it's agreed between me and her.
You're gonna have to take her to court.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to make you aware of this because this is a pretty big deal.
We should do a Thanksgiving event.
I mean, if you're not being reimbursed, just their wages down to zero.
For a minute.
We're good on the discretionary spending one, right?
Everything but the market and the big PP one are good.
Hmm. Oh my God, I'm gonna do a turkey run. People dress up like turkeys, and it's a race on foot.
You know, Fred, you should make BCSL do the turkey run amongst themselves. Whoever gets first place gets a bonus.
Honestly, I wish I could make those motherfuckers run into a burning building and then just shut all the doors off.
Why are you like this?
Oh, sorry, Justice Hallow. I forgot.
Talking about his Minecraft idea for later. It's supposed to be
actually,
a game
I got
night.
the idea from the Patriot.
Is that the one with the sniper movie, or I think
Mel Gibson? Mel Gibson.
The Civil, or not the Civil, the
Civil War.
Revolutionary War.
Revolutionary War. Yeah.
Yep, and then the French come at the end. And
I'm gonna go over my notes real quick. So, articles of impeachment for Angel. I got to get with Hart on that one.
Yep.
I gotta let Governor Oil know about the meeting this Sunday, which is at 4 p.m. EST. That's the first for everybody that doesn't know what Sunday is. His post on the docket with your audits and everything. Hart and I got to get together and talk about your audit documents. That way we can determine if they can go to the docket or not.
Yeah.
The UPD isn't recognized.
And reference the audit for the process document. So, for how it might need to work, not because I'm demanding it that way, but rather just so we're all doing it the right way. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yo, let's go, chat. We got 13. Oh my God, y'all are killing it. There's a link right there, chat. You're able to sign up.
Missing anything besides that?
Every level 5, 9, 12, etc., etc. adds a minute. Unlock second ship, etc., etc.
UPD not being a term, but he can't pick his own mayor.
Yeah.
Sheriff.
I
am the mayor.
Sorry.
Each one of these things adds to the timer for tomorrow's Tugathon. Ronan, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate you.
No.
I think that's everything.
All right. I will get this over to Arcadia and then over to Hart. I will try to make sure or see if Oil can make it. If not, that's not that big of a deal. And then we will meet back up. Fred and I will be back up tomorrow, and then we'll all meet back up on Sunday.
Okay.
If you guys could just also again let Dr. Naya know.
Yes, 100%.
I can. Do you want to email her, or do you want me to? Because I can just send her an email right now.
Satirical, thank you for the turn.
There's a helicopter flying over there.
Oh yeah, they make the locals make the rounds.
And then I'll take y'all's request to drop the case into advisement. But as of now, Tony, you need to figure out what you want to do or what kind of motions you want to make for these 3 witnesses that can't make the case. Cool. Anything else?
No.
We
honestly, that's
the last thing I'd say is we should find a time and date to start meeting weekly, with the goal being how do we improve things. You know what I mean? Even if it's like 15 minutes, we got nothing this week. I think that should be a standard. Because I think we need to stop figuring some shit out collectively.
Let's figure that out on Sunday, because we're gonna be talking about everything collectively then, and then we'll all collectively agree on dates and stuff like that.
I love it.
All right, cool. I'm walking back to my apartment.
And is there a time limit for the? Excuse you want me to make motions regarding the witnesses? That like a time limit?
You don't have to make motions, but figure out what you want to do, because they're not going to be able to make it.
Okay.
There's nothing I can do to get them to make it unless you and the prosecutor somehow agree to push it back 2 weeks. And that, I feel like that's not fair to Pred, in all honesty.
But also, we got to be able to put.
But
forth
also, it's
the
not
best
fair to him.
arguments.
Yeah, that they're not going to be there. So.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, listen, this whole thing's already been unfair to me. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So if I got to wait, I mean, the wind's already out of the sails. The city doesn't give a shit no more. So, I mean, we might as well do it when we can do it, I guess. You know? But this
you
is
can
one
also
thing that
get
we
a
got to
sworn
talk.
affidavit. Just saying.
Yeah, I know, but this is one thing we got to talk about too, Hallow, is that it's been happening time and time again where it's just we keep on taking the wins out of every major events in this city's sales, and then nobody gives a fuck anymore, and it just negatively impacts everybody to a huge degree.
I think that conversation we talked about in terms of like discovery and certain expectations for court cases, obviously this is y'all's wheelhouse, but it would be good to consider a new vision for cases in a way to expedite things and make them, using your own words, less sweaty, because momentum is healthy, right? More so than outcome.
Okay. Like I said, I'll talk to Hart, and we'll come with an idea, or how we want to do things going forward. I'll talk to the governor or try to, and see what he wants to do, and we'll go from there.
Hell yeah.
Hey, sounds good to me.
Anytime that I talk about having to get with somebody, it's not like I'm trying to get their permission. It's more so that I need their input, because we don't just do anything willy-nilly or just jumping off a cliff. We kind of have to come to an agreement on something, same as we should be doing every week with all legislative bodies. So I need to make sure that they're aware and make sure that they don't have any issues with anything before I go through with it.
Yeah, we understand that.
Yep.
That's a completely reasonable take. We're supposed to cooperate and work together and find ways to kind of validate each other's positions and empower our statuses. Because right now, being a mayor just ain't it, Justice Hallow. I can't do fucking nothing.
I'm glad that you said that, Pred. You should start with working with the BCSO.
He actually tried.
I
According to the latest state announcement?
So, Hallow, he had a bullshit warrant get issued the moment he stepped off the podium.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't know about that?
Listen,
man, I had a conversation with them the day before, and I said, listen, I talked to Cassidy, the undersheriff, directly. I said, hey, listen, man, I know that you guys don't like me. That's fine. You guys are all pro-Eve, which is what they were. They were all pro-Eve because Andy Jones and Eve coddled these fucking people. Reference that legislation.
I'm going to try fixing the counter a little bit. Give me a second.
And I told them, I have no intention of fucking with you guys. All right? With the way the city is right now, the last thing I want to do is take a working body of, officers, right? And fucking do anything to them. I got my own plans, though, that I'm going to be doing. So just, I ain't
3
going to go to
hours
your
and
meetings.
5 minutes.
I'm going to give you the money that you need for whatever it is you need. I'm going to make sure you're paid good. All right, we're going to do some shit. All right?
Yeah, why is this tool busted?
I'm being brought in on fucking...
Whatever, I'll do it manually for the time being.
What was it? Assault with deadly weapon charges. With a fucking warrant. I had to leave my own... Nino was there. I had to literally leave my... before I could even get my... I didn't even know where to get my fucking keys, Hallow. I had to literally leave and go down to the fucking MRPD for an hour. Where my best friend, who helped me campaign along the way, Jack Bates, died, and I missed his fucking phone call while I was there. But as you can imagine, I have a reason to fucking be mad at these guys. And even when I try and do anything for them, they all plot against me and lie. I'm going to tell you something, and I mean this. I truly mean this. All right, so be prepared. Be prepared for something outlandish. They are currently everything that is wrong with Los Santos. They are not cops. All right, they are a group of fucking people that come together as a collective in a hive mind. They don't give a fuck about anything other than the cars that they drive. All right, they're not trying to do anything or talk to me while I'm in office. Everything, it is the worst police department, and I have been around for so long. It is literally the worst embodiment of a goddamn police department that I've ever seen in my entire fucking existence. They are terrible. They are fucking awful. All right? And I still wasn't gonna fuck with them. But they repeatedly lie to me and fucking go behind my back in an attempt to fucking snake me at every fucking turn. They don't show me an ounce of fucking respect. They don't do anything to earn me. They feel as though I work for them. They tell me I'm not their boss. And I say, who the fuck is signing your checks and dictating your pay, motherfucker? Because the way I look at it is, whoever's dictating the pay is the one in fucking charge. I can go up there and drop their pay to fucking nothing right now if I fucking want to. And I don't, because things gotta fucking function. Alright, so it ain't on me to try and have a relationship with these fucking people. These people had the opportunity to have a relationship with me. I extended my hand multiple times to them, and every fucking time they slap it away and treat me like I'm fucking nothing. So now, fuck them. There isn't anything that you can say or that they can say at this fucking point. They're fucking done. Yeah. They're lucky I'm even paying them $1,100 an hour right now, because they don't do fucking shit. All right, there was only, in the last 7 days, there was only 500,000 in fucking arrests. 500,000. So fuck them.
Oh!
All right.
I know what we can do for Thanksgiving. Let's reduce all fines down to 10%. What do you think?
If you want to do it, we can.
Let's do it.
All right. I'll do it. We do it for 24 hours.
Yep. Okay.
From the time that we do it to the time that the following day. You want to do that now?
Yeah. Moss, are you good with that?
Hallow, I just want you to be aware of the situation that I'm in. I tried to work with Angel. She kicked me in my teeth the whole fucking way. I tried to work with the BCSO. They kicked me in my fucking face the entire way. I've tried to work with these fucking people, man. I have tried very hard to be respectful and to work with them and help maintain their happiness. I don't even have to do anything. All right? The only thing I ever said about Angel is that she's corrupt. When she was making my name unable to be read properly on the fucking ballot, and guess what? You know something that the DOC was told? The DOC was told, hey, we can't vote for Pred because Angel will have a fucking problem with that. She was the one that ran the fucking election. I didn't do nothing to any of these people. All right? I simply told them my platform. The only thing I said the entire time was that Andy Jones didn't do a good job for the people, but she sure as shit did a good job for the BCSO. And then I didn't even know Eve Summers was the deputy mayor until I was campaigning. Look, man, I've tried. These people are the ones that are doing shit to me.
Does Hallow know? Do you think Hallow knows about the? Did you read the letter, Hallow?
Which letter?
The one that mentions that the election was gerrymandering. Are you aware of
not?
The election changes were not only unconstitutional, but was a means by which me and Pred were less likely to both win. It came into effect the day after we announced we want to run together. Oh, there's a man, you missed a lot. I'm a little afraid if we put more onto Hallow's mind, he might end up crashing out like us. So right now on this Thanksgiving, I am thankful that a justice has appeared and is willing to move this city forward. And I appreciate you, Hallow.
I just hope you understand that everything I told you is actually the truth, Hallow.
Yeah.
All right? I tried, man. I know that you think I should work with them. I tried to work with them. They're the ones that refused to work with me.
Hey, Pred, just to circle about that warrant. What happened to it? Did they drop it or something, or?
Yep, it got dropped. Moss was there. It was a terrible fucking warrant. It was dog shit.
Did it have PC at all?
Nope, it didn't have any fucking PC. There was no probable cause in that warrant, and it was signed off by a sergeant who was demoted. And then get this, Hallow. The sergeant that signed off on that fucking warrant was demoted for a couple days and then brought right back to their position. Just like the fucking deputy that did it.
What?
They were yes, they were demoted. They were both demoted for a couple days and then put right back to their fucking positions, man. All right, so they ain't got no respect for me. So I'm not going to have any for them. I don't give a fuck about them.
And just to add some context to that, that was the demotion for basically, you don't have PC, you have malicious intent. That's malicious prosecution right there.
Yep, yeah. And I tried talking to...
What the hell?
Here's the other thing, Hallow, is that I have the sheriff and the undersheriff saying to my face that they weren't aware of a warrant that was going out for the sitting mayor. I was the sheriff for a long time. I was aware of every major warrant that was going out. Are they telling me that their department is either A, that inept, that they don't feel the need to inform their higher-ups of what's going on when going after a recent a mayor who just got appointed that their entire department was running against? Or does that mean that I assume that they do know about it and are lying to my face? No matter which way you look at it, it can only be those two ways, and either way is just as fucking apprehensible and terrible.
That's definitely a predicament.
Yeah.
And they're telling me to my face it's not malicious. And then, what type of guy would I look like the second I get in office, I'm suing my own goddamn department? That wouldn't be a good look for the city. That's why I didn't do it. All right? That's exactly it. I'm not trying to crash out a little bit here, because this shit's been bugging me for a while. Because everyone points the finger at me and says that I'm the one that's doing shit. I ain't done fucking nothing to nobody. I ain't fucked with these people. I ain't done nothing to any of them. All right? All these people have done fucking corruption against me, done like the fucking craziest shit. And then I haven't even retaliated. The only thing I say is like, hey, what you're doing's fucked up. And that's why I don't respect you. I'm not going to do you any fucking favors. And you would think that I fucking shot their mother in front of them when they were a child.
Hallow, do you think I'm a criminal?
Do you know what you should do, Hallow? Real quick, Nino, real quick. Hallow, you know what you should do? All right? You should talk to these people about what their issue is. All right? And I guarantee all of them are going to tell you that they don't really know.
That what? Yeah.
Can't fucking function with them, man. They gotta go.
Yeah.
And I tried.
I mean, the only thing that I can recommend is to either go for the audit or just like go for the argument of, you know, the wording of it says that you can still appoint any mayor you want or any sheriff you want.
If he wanted to appoint a sheriff right now, hypothetically, would you help enable that to happen and then see what happens? If he wanted to hypothetically appoint a sheriff right now, would you facilitate that, help swear them in, etc., and then let legal course of action take its place? My general argument would be that his ability to appoint is still within his purview, and if there is a legislative concern, that would be something that would be sorted in court post facto.
I would not, because I would likely have to hear the court or hear the case.
Yeah, you would say you would stop because you have. I'm trying to find the right words. Given the way that it's written, it would need to get sorted before you would go down that route. Is that
either that or another judge would have to swear him in, and then I would have to hear the case at a later date if it comes up.
A judge or a justice?
Okay. Yeah,
sure. A judge can do it too, can't they?
Oh, no, because it's keys. It's a keys thing.
Well, they can swear them in, but a justice can do keys. I mean, that's not really a.
Oh.
The keys thing is like a back end thing. That's not really a legislative legal thing.
So
perfect. Well, I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Oh,
Nino, how would you like to be a special guest on America's Next Top Sheriff?
I think that sounds great. I'm not going to be around tomorrow. Taking a vacation
also, I'd
day.
love to have you present as well. Oh,
Yep.
We can do it some other. All right, listen, I'll
We
get
want to
another
do it
guest.
Saturday. Be something to do before the court case at 5.
I'm pretty sure anybody can. Hang on, I actually have to look that one up.
I don't think it's legislated. Technically, I don't think.
Who are you gonna pick for sheriff?
Oh, you post it on the docket. That's what happens. You post it on the docket, and then there's a swearing in. And the swearing in thing is just a formality. It's not legislated.
Wait, what? Bones was supposed on the docket, was he?
That's because Bones came in before the new constitution, but when I brought Daisy in, I gave her a phone call. I'm like, hey, Kate, can you fly in? I need a chief of police.
God damn it.
And she's like, okay,
That is what happened.
Yep. And then she's like, all right, bet. I'm like, yeah, because I don't, we've known each other through other, scenarios in the past. So, if you come through, she's like, I bet. So then I posted it on the docket. And I'm just baiting. None of that actually happened, but yeah.
Is there actually legislation saying you have to post on the docket for this? Because I don't think you do.
That's how we did it with Daisy. It's because it's a executive order. Yeah.
Plus,
Where did you put it under the city hall?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you go to the closed ones, you'll see the one with Daisy in it.
And Bones was elected by the people during the Max era.
Does anybody have anything to eat or drink?
I got you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, I got ring pops. There you go.
For my favorite hostile witness.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Hey, you got any more food or drink?
Yeah, I can give you some.
Yeah, just post it to the docket like you did,
There you go.
like he did with Moss. It's fine.
All right. Oh my God, that's
Hold on, I
gonna.
have to take a pee.
Who wants to be the next sheriff? Who wants to be the next top sheriff? Oh, you just fucking unzip this fucking shit right there.
I'm downhill.
This is gross.
I'm pretty sure that's public indecency.
Moss, I'd rather you look the other way.
Hey, you see that ring? I gave her that, Nino.
Oh, that's a nice ring.
That's my grandmother's brass knuckles.
No, it says public indecency is a lewd or careless or indecent fondling.
Well, I fondled his dick
what?
to pee, so he was fondling himself.
Wait, I didn't fondle. Hey, ain't no one getting fond. I didn't fondle
Wait.
myself.
You were holding your dick, and it looked like you were shaking it, so it looks like you were fondling.
Yeah, but that's.
That was just the high pressure coming out.
Okay.
I got a steady pee stream. That thing's strong, man. You can hear that shit from easily 40 feet away.
All right. Do you guys need anything else? Are we good?
No. I think this is. Thank you so much for coming through, Hallow. Obviously,
Yeah, it's a lot,
and
man.
listening to our trauma.
No problem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Hallow. I'm at a point. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep doing the shit, but I am at a point with these fucking people. It's at a point for me.
We have resolution, right? You get a new sheriff, make sure they understand who the fucking boss is. Hallow seems to be, setting himself up for being the point of contact for the DOJ, and I think I think at least we have runway for forward momentum for the city. Would you agree?
Me?
We're just, I think, for the circle, like open-ended question. You know what I mean?
I agree that it opens up the road a little bit, but we should probably make it clear just because he can appoint the sheriff doesn't mean that he's the head of the BCSO.
Well, he's their boss, is what I'm saying.
No, he's the sheriff's boss. He's not the BCSO's boss.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Same with you and the chief of police.
I'm her boss, but not the boss of the PD.
Yeah, correct.
Yep. Yep.
All right, cool.
All right.
Nice. I think we're done. I think we can. Yeah, you can. Hey, just try not to die. On your.
Oh wait, Justice Hallow,
home.
one more thing. I'm kidding.
All right. Wait, when are you discussing whether it gets thrown out? What was the conclusion on that? I kind of ADHD's a bitch.
It's not until he makes the motion and I decide on it.
Ah, perfect. All right.
Try not to die.
That motion is vital. I think it's a very good argument. And
Oh my god.
Tony!
Oh,
Tony!
Oh!
Tony!
what? Who is he even aiming for?
I don't know. He went for me. He went for everybody.
In the crowd, he went for Tony again.
Jesus fucking
Wait, did
Christ.
something happen? I was looking at my MDT.
Yeah,
He tried to Superman punch me.
Yeah.
Ew.
Justice Hallow.
Tony, are you okay?
I threatened to perma his
No.
hardcore WoW character.
Mm.
Yeah. So we got leverage right now.
Just because I
hard.
said in addition after I said just kidding.
Yeah, maybe. I think this was really fruitful because it lays out the roadmap, right? I think that clears up a lot of things for you, Pred. I mean, I've definitely stepped off the mountain a bit after this morning.
Yeah, I'm glad I could talk about the things that were bothering me that I promised I wasn't going to talk about. This is going to be really good for me.
Yeah, 100%.
This is going to be so good for me.
I mean, are you generally opposed if the case gets dropped? I know there's probably a feeling in you is that you would have loved the spectacle, but if the main parties aren't even going to show up, there is no spectacle.
There is, yeah. Here's the thing, right? If you don't have the pieces, then you can't fucking play the game. If the pieces ain't there, you can't play the fucking game.
Yeah.
So I mean, might as well just get the charges, just get everything fucking thrown out at this point.
Mm.
And I can just go about doing, my shit, figuring stuff out. But, I mean, it's just been fucking ridiculous.
Yep, agreed. This is that's got me pretty hopeful.
I'm just happy that we actually have a point of contact that we can have a conversation with. All right, I already feel like this is a W.
Yeah, 1000%. Bro,
the
who
bar's
wants to be
pretty
the next
fucking low
top
for
sheriff?
satisfying.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
When do you want to do it?
It was going to take place over a couple of days so I could encompass all the people that probably
Okay.
want to come in. Anybody's going to be able to come in, so it's probably going to be like each time that it's done on those
Yeah.
particular days, it's probably going to be, 4 judges. You can be on the panel with me, Nino. I like having
Love
you.
it.
I think you got good insight. And then
Yeah.
2 special guest judges each time for each day. It'll probably be a couple hour endeavor. You know what I mean? So- I think that'll be the way to do it.
Okay.
Normally you do it 3 judges, and then a special guest judge.
You
I think I'm
should
gonna
put
do 2
Moss on
judges,
the
2
panel.
special guests. I mean, Moss, do you want to be on the panel? Is that something you want to do?
For what?
For the what I'm going to be doing, America's Next Top Sheriff. America's Got
Sure.
Sheriff. All right, so I'm going to do 5 judges then, because I want to get more special guest judges
Yes.
involved for each day too. So it'll be 5 judges, which I
Oh.
think is going to be fine. Work out pretty well. I'm just going to get a place set up. I'm going to get a little place set up that we can kind of do it in.
Oh, okay.
The good thing to know, I got a couple days to, get that together.
I would recommend you simultaneously, when Tony or Bill has cycles, put together a preemptive audit of it so that you're nipping two things in the bud, right? Because obviously, as per this conversation, you can get a judge and get the next person appointed, and then it becomes, you know, Nakota or whoever, probably Nakota. It becomes, he has to do the legwork to show that what you did was
I ain't
illegal.
seen Dakota in a while. I'm gonna be honest.
True.
Huh, that's odd. Sparks just posted a motion for a summary judgment.
What?
What?
Yeah, just 2 minutes ago. Oh, due to some there's yeah, scheduling issues, like severe scheduling issues.
Huh? Wait.
Is everybody like in this entire world traveling?
I mean,
Alright,
it is
this ain't- this
the
ain't-
holidays. You know, people's schedules are tough around this time of year.
Yeah, but you know we got. Don't people have fucking jobs?
Yes.
I remember.
Yeah,
I
I
remember.
mean, I'm dealing with the same thing with this Hydra shit and Denzel not being around. You know.
Yep.
All right, Tony, we got to try and get these. This case ain't gonna. All right, we got to face facts. This case ain't gonna fucking happen at this point. This whole thing's. This whole thing's fucking in the.
It's been a waste of fucking time, dude. Like.
I know. I'm sorry, Tony.
And
But you wanna know something?
don't be. I don't give a shit personally. It's more of they've held everybody up because of the fact that one, Leah still doesn't have access to bank accounts, so nothing can happen for an entire county. Number two, we go through all this bullshit just for you to go, yeah, well, let's just wing it. Let's just wing it, guys. There's gonna be some scheduling conflict. Let's just go.
I mean, look.
Do
at the end
do
of the
people
day,
not realize I'm looking at 7 fucking years? And fucking 7 years parole.
God, stop thinking about yourself, Fred. What about your fucking people?
I'm thinking about me. Because
Okay.
nobody else does.
Okay, Mom, Dad, please stop fighting. Chief Moss, you were saying?
I'm just gonna say, well, you know, I personally just hope that Pred is able to do the things that he actually wants to do for Blaine County, and even though it's kind of a month delayed, hopefully you can get moving with that.
True.
Because I know you had a lot of things in mind.
Tons, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Also, Blaine County is a huge fucking disappointment. You can't rally these people.
Oh, you can't rally. No. Yeah. I mean, listen, that comes with the reality is, look, we held a town hall and we barely had people show up, right? We did it again like 2 days ago. Same thing. The reality, but when you're given that power, brother, let's get the fucking moonshine shit up. You know what I mean? Like, let's get the border up. Let's actually create something new for this city.
I mean, let's make it happen.
I mean, if
we
anything,
finally can.
I assume there'll be a war with Grapeseed, because, you know, they're trying to establish their own government and everything.
I already have a plan for that.
And they have an Oval Office, Pred. I'm seeing it.
Daisy, you know the stops that you've put up, like by Senior Buns? I think once you know how you did the checkpoints?
Oh, the checkpoints? Yeah.
I think the same thing can be set up on the highways in place of a full-on toll booth once we get the joint legislation in place for our borders for checking like moonshine folks that are delivering shit. I mean, let's
It'd
fucking
be great if we
cook.
could get actual toll booths set up. I've asked for them. I haven't heard back yet, though.
I think
for the checkpoints.
I think we can make that happen. You know,
That'd be awesome.
I think if the construction sees what we're doing on the highway, right, and sees how much is coming out of it, I think it'll happen. You know what I mean?
All right.
To rely on the tools that we got rather than, you know.
Well, I got to get back to cooking. But hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Rest of your day.
Yep, I'm gonna go enjoy my Thanksgiving now. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Y'all take care.
Have a good one.
This is good.
Oh my, Nino, they're asking to do